Your administration is not a fan of some of the marijuana regulations. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, I think our view on this one is the Cannabis Commission is doing a great job. They're moving at an incredibly fast rate of speed. They have a big agenda and a lot of work to do, and I think our view is they need to make sure that the key elements of this legislation are implemented in July. And the key elements involve what I would describe as a seed-to-sale dispensary operation, and some of this other ancillary stuff. If that's something they want to come back to at some point, I don't see any reason why they can't. But I'm deeply concerned, based on my conversations with local officials, people in public health, and a lot of other folks, that if they try to unwrap the entire package straight out of the gate, the role and responsibility they have as an overseer and as a regulator is going to be compromised. And I think it's really important that the launch of this happen on terms that are consistent with the legislation, but also with people's expectations. And we should remember that the whole point here was to create a safe, reliable, legal market here in Massachusetts. And our view on that is that means think about it as an incremental approach. Do the things you absolutely have to do to get it off the ground. And then after you have some experience with that, if you want to expand it into other areas and circumstances, then by all means have those conversations. But trying to do it all at once, right off the bat, straight out of the gate, July 1st, is a gigantic lift, and one that we worry will be one that might not work quite the way people intended.
And just on marijuana cafes, are you concerned that if Massachusetts became the first state to open pot cafes, that would catch the attention of the Justice Department?
No, I just think that at this point in time, the Commission is still a relatively new entity. It has a relatively small staff. It has an enormous portfolio it needs to pursue. And our view is it ought to focus on the stuff that's fundamental to the rollout that can be managed, and then learn from that and move from there.
I hope this is the Senate.